So for years, I have struggled with the question of how to get data while I was traveling on a cruise ship. There are answers, of course, but they're all only cover one piece of the puzzle. I could get Wi-Fi while I was out on the ship, but it was very expensive and would often cut out and not work at all. Or I could get eSIMs while I was in port, but if my cruise went to multiple countries, which is what I like to do on repositioning cruises, then I would have to be managing multiple eSIMs as I went along. It was all fine, but it was complicated. Well, what if I told you there is a game-changing way to stay connected, not only when you were in port, but also while you were out at sea? So stick around, because today I'm going to talk about Gigsky, an eSIM provider that is promising seamless coverage from the moment you leave port until the moment you return, all in one data plan. I was very excited to give this a try, and I'm going to walk you through our experience. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure your phone is eSIM compatible. Most modern smartphones are today, but double check your phone to make sure. The second thing is that to use an eSIM, your phone has to be unlocked. It needs to be free from any contract with a provider that you have back at home. If your phone is locked to that provider, you cannot use an eSIM. Make sure your phone is unlocked and unencumbered. The first thing you're going to want to do is head to the Gigsky website. This is where you're going to find answers to many of the questions you're going to have about how this works. But if we just scroll down here, you can see one of the first things you're going to want to do is double check that your plan is going to work where you are traveling. You can look it up right here. As we scroll down, here you can see it tells you exactly how it works. You're going to choose your destination and package. You're going to install the eSIM, and then once you activate it, it'll start working and you're going to have coverage. Now, because this is a land-based product as well, sometimes travelers will just use this as a normal eSIM. For my money, there's much better alternatives, much cheaper alternatives. But when you're at sea, this is when this becomes very, very attractive. So I'm going to click here on cruises. And then you can see it is broken down into different regions of the world. Here we've got our American Caribbean cruise, Asian Pacific, we've got Europe, we've got our world cruise, and then they have Middle East as well. Now for each of these, they're going to show you right at the top here that it covers 200 plus ships and 49 countries. And if you click here, it's going to show you exactly which countries are covered under that plan. You're going to want to take a look at this and make sure whatever countries you're visiting on your cruise, that they are covered here. Now for mine, I was down on this world cruise because we were in Africa. It covers 135 countries, and I went through here, and on my cruise, every stop that we had was covered except for the UAE. So I'm not sure what it is about the UAE that is so different, but we spent a little time traveling in the Middle East, and like I was able to get one plan that covered us when we were in Qatar and Oman, but the UAE is just separate, and so we did have to get a separate eSIM. It was very easy. I found one on MobiMatter, which is where I get most of my eSIMs. It was $4.49 for 1 gig of data. That was good for a week. We weren't there that long. It was just a couple of days, but it worked seamlessly, was very easy. Everywhere else that we went was covered. You just need to make sure that the places you are going are covered, and if they're not, then you'll just know you have to make an alternative plan for that destination. So let's talk about the question I'm sure many of you have. How much is this going to cost me? Well, Gigsky isn't the cheapest option out there, but considering what they offer, I think it's worth it. Let's put it into perspective. So you can see here for like the Caribbean, it's $35 for 1 gigabyte. It's $118–19 for 10 gigabytes of data. Now you'll notice that some of these are on sale. These sales come and go. So for our cruise, we were on a 26-day African cruise. So I had to come here to the world cruise section, and I got the 10 gigabyte plan. It was good for 30 days, so worked perfectly. The full price is $190 $99. I bought this on Black Friday. I was able to get it for $149, but I will tell you, I was looking at this a couple of weeks ago and it was on sale for $139. So these sales are going to come and go, and you're just going to want to pay attention when your cruise is coming up and try and see if you can find a good deal to get on this data. Now, this is very important to remember, is that when you buy and install your eSIM, you can do this at any time before your cruise. But when you activate your eSIM, that's when it actually starts working. So you do not want to activate your plan until you actually hit your cruise ship and are ready to start. You don't want to accidentally activate it while you're still at home and run through your time or blow through your data before you even get to the cruise. So if you see a good sale, jump on it, buy it, and then don't activate it until you reach your destination. If you're finding this information helpful, do us a favor and hit that like button. Now, another great feature about Gigsky is the ability to tether your connection. So if you've got a laptop or a tablet that you want to get connected, you can usually connect them and share that data across your devices. Remember, Gigsky plans come with a set amount of data, so keep an eye on that usage to avoid running out too early. Specifically, apps that you might have on your phone that are going to consume data in the background. One big offender of this is Facebook. When you open up Facebook, it starts downloading reels and videos for you to watch that even if you don't click on it, it can go through a lot of data that way. Once I figured that out, I used my app mostly just for texting or for Google Maps when I was in port, and that worked totally fine. 10 gigabytes of data was plenty, but I have to admit, I blew through a little bit over a gig of data in just a couple of minutes of scrolling through Facebook one night. So keep your eye on that you don't let that happen to you. So how did Gigsky actually perform while we were on our cruise? I am happy to say it worked exactly as promised. I had connection when I was in port, and I had connection while we were sailing in between ports. Even when we had like 4 sea days in a row out in the middle of the Indian Ocean, my connection worked. This was hugely convenient and very much appreciated. Now, there were a couple of nuances. I did find that the farther inside the ship I went, the more trouble my eSIM had connecting to the satellites. We were very lucky. We had a balcony cabin on this cruise, and so I had no problem connecting while I was in my room or if I was out wandering around the decks. I don't know if maybe you had an interior cabin, if you would have more trouble with that, something to consider. Another thing I have to say is there was one country where it was supposed to work and didn't, and that was Madagascar. But in fairness, the people we were traveling with, they had a country-specific eSIM, and theirs didn't work either. So I don't know if that was a problem with Gigsky or if it was just a problem with that local network. Another little quirk to be aware of is that the satellite connection does not connect until you are roughly about 12 nautical miles out to sea. So once you leave port and lose that land, cell phone tower connection, just know there is a little window there where you're waiting to get far enough out for the satellites to connect. This wasn't a problem at all for me, but something to be aware of. And here's an extra little bonus for you. If you decide to sign up with Gigsky and use our referral code, that is ROBB193, that will give you $3 towards the purchase of your first plan. We also get a little bit of credit, so thank you for supporting our channel. So let's compare Gigsky to the alternatives. Ship Wi-Fi is notorious for its cost and for its unreliable service. We heard all of the normal complaints from other passengers on our ship about how inconsistently the Wi-Fi was performing. At around $30 per day per device just for basic access, or even $40 per day per device for coverage with streaming capabilities, it can become incredibly expensive very quickly. In all fairness, Ship Wi-Fi does have one big advantage over Gigsky, and that is that they often will offer unlimited data. You don't know what your speed is going to be or how reliable it's going to be, but at least you don't have to worry about how much data you're consuming, which is something you have to keep your eye on with Gigsky. Now, your other option is to buy eSIMs for the different countries that you're going to visit, and depending on your needs, this really can be a good strategy. So when I'm looking for eSIMs, I often use a website called MobiMatter, which offers really good deals. I just come down, I can search for my destination. So like I told you before, we had to buy one for the UAE. I can come here and sort by price, and then you can see I've got lots of different options for different companies, different prices, different amount of data, different duration of time. You can pick exactly what you want. Here there's one. This is a 7-day plan with 1 GB of data for only $3.99. Depending on the countries that you go to, you might be able to cobble together a bunch of different eSIMs. Sometimes you can find some that will cover multiple countries in one region. It just depends on where you're going. But if all you need is service in port, this could be a very good option for you. But if you are looking for service while you are in port and out at sea, Gigsky is the way to go. Here's something to double check. So some Visa cards offer a discount when you buy a Gigsky plan through them. It's not every Visa, but some do. So if you're gonna pay with a Visa, double check your card and see if it carries one of these offers. So like I said before, you need to make sure that your phone is capable of dealing with eSIMs. They have a nice little guide here right on their website where you can check your device and make sure that it is going to be compatible with eSIM technology. It's just an easy way to check if you're not sure already. At the bottom of the page, they have a facts section. This is a great place just to come and look for those answers to questions you might still have. I went through this when I bought my plan. They've got a lot of great information. It is all right here. They make it very easy. So in conclusion, I am very satisfied with my experience with Gigsky. While it's not the absolute cheapest way to get online while you're traveling, it provided a level of flexibility and convenience that for me was very much appreciated. Ultimately, the best data solution is going to depend on your individual needs and budget. If price is no object and you truly want unlimited data and are willing to manage those multiple eSIMs when you are in port, then getting ship Wi-Fi combined with multiple local eSIMs might be the best option for you. However, if you are mindful of your data usage and value convenience and reliability at a significantly lower cost, then Gigsky might be the option for you. Gigsky isn't for everyone, but for us, it delivered on its promises and made staying connected while we were on our African cruise so much easier. I would love to hear from you. Have you used Gigsky or another service? I would love to hear about your experience down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next video. Today and not tomorrow.